Good morning, YouTube and Soul Family. My name is Nehemiah Tao, and this is Honesty's House of Tarot. And of course, welcome to my channel, Spirit Fingers. I told y'all I was goofy, and I will bust out in the show tune in a minute. I'm just getting my morning started. I haven't had my tea or anything. I'm just getting my morning started. Today, I wanted to come on and just talk to. I'm going to do a spirituality 105 for, people that's been in prison. Because, oftentimes there's still people too that need prayer and need to be uplifted and that needs guidance. And, I'm definitely here to definitely give you guys that. So for all you felon bays out there, I'm definitely here to just give you some proper guidance and to basically give you some proper instructions on the tools that you definitely missed in your life. First and foremost, I'm not using this to down anyone because I have respect for everyone. I have family members in prison too, okay? And I pray for them just like I pray for the next person. So, I disregard no one because we all need guidance regardless of where we are in our life. Sometimes we have to look beyond the circumstances that we place ourselves in. And prison is definitely one of those places that oftentimes and not people place themselves in. And it's definitely not a good place to be to have your freedom taken away from you. So, I'm definitely just going to come on and just give you some tools and some guidance about what to do after you transition from prison so that you won't keep going back. Because that's a horrible place to be. It's definitely a horrible place to be. Horrible place to be. I'm just going to leave it there. So, if you are out of prison and you find yourself going back into those old habits and hanging around those old friends and doing those same things, you are already going the wrong way. Why, when I get out of here, y'all make that speech, y'all, when I get out of here, I'm not coming back. I ain't coming back. You just find a better way to scheme. But you end up going back to where you once were. Whatever keeps calling you back there, you keep going back there. And once again, that's not really a safe place to be. Not for anyone. Not for children. Not for anyone. So once again, if you were still doing what you've been doing to get you there in the first place, you haven't learned anything. You haven't even looked at yourself and said, you know what? Maybe this type of lifestyle or maybe these habits or these things aren't working for me. So that's definitely the first step, self-evaluation. Learn who you are. Start sitting back and learning who you are. I mean, why would I want to be around people that's still doing the same damn thing that I know is going to lead me to a place that I don't want to be in? I'm missing kids. I'm missing this. I'm missing that. This, that, and the other. See, I was in the military. Okay? Different type of prison. Different type of prison. But as far as the institutionalized mind, same mind frame. You go get up when we tell you get up. You go eat what we want you to eat. You go wear this uniform. You can't do this. You can't. Same type of rules. So, it's really the only difference is I had my freedom. I could leave the ship that I was on. I could go out to the world. I mean, just as long as my butt was back to go to work on time and I was in my uniform properly and it was clean. That's the only difference. The only difference in that. So institution. So different institution, same mind frame. You go walk this way. This is what you can do. Same damn thing, just different institution. Secondly, I understand that a lot of, especially our men here, walked away from school, didn't complete their education for whatever reason, whether they were in foster care, whether they was out there living a street life, didn't bother complete their education. You do have the opportunity, of course, to do that in prison. So I hope that the many of you that have been in that position, you did take advantage of that opportunity. I mean, come on, it's there for you. Take advantage of it while it's there. So, hey, education is the only thing that's free. Information is the only thing that's free. Nothing else is free. Taking chances and taking risks, it don't do anything but leads you to two places, prison or in the grave. And we've all had people that died due to gang related activities or street activities. That's the one thing we all have in common. We've all lost somebody to that system. Everybody got somebody in a grave because of that type of lifestyle. Everybody. You know, another thing, and if you are that type of cat that, you just messed up or whatever, you ended up catching a felony, don't put in your mind that, oh, well, now I got this felony on my record. Just as long as the things that they look for with that is pedophilia. Don't be no damn pedophile. Okay? That's the main thing that they look for. And then 9 times out of 10, jobs don't even care about that because you do have jobs that don't do background checks on that. So please stop using that as an excuse to maintain your illegal activities and to keep on living in habits and doing things that no longer serve you. There are jobs out here that will hire you. And as a matter of fact, there are a lot of programs that are for felons that you'll be able to apply for assistance. You'll be able to apply for transitional housing and all of those things. The only thing that you have to do is maintain that independence. And that could be, i.e., start taking your butt to the library. Work on your education. Read a book. Learn who you are. Are there different things that you like to do about yourself? Figure out who you are first. Figure out why did this keep on happening instead of blaming. You can't blame nobody for the circumstances that you continue to put yourself in. You can't blame nobody for the things that you put on your record but you. That's just period. So take full ownership in your foolery and your fuckery. Self-denial, it ruins everything. Take full ownership and responsibility and know and forgive yourself. And just know whatever it was that you were doing in the past for whatever reason, whether you thought it was cool, whether you thought it, this is just what I want to do, or whatever the case may be, it didn't turn out as a great idea. Accept it and try to make those changes and imply those changes into your life. Another thing, find a faith. Most guys coming from prison, they follow Yahweh Shah. That's what you want to do. You go ahead and do it. But realize the circumstances and the consequences that come with that. Okay? So find a good faith. If that's Yahweh Shah, you go ahead and you do that and you believe in that. If that's what's going to get your life on course and get your life better, definitely find a faith. Find a faith to believe in. Because without God, none of this is even possible. So definitely find a faith to definitely believe in. Start reading your word. This is a good time to connect with God. Read your word and quit letting everybody tell you what's in it. Read the Bible for yourself. Sometimes you got to step away from self-gratification and literally turn your life over to God, even if that's reading his word or going to church or community service. Help rebuild the shit that you tore down. Those are things that can help. Start being an advocate. Start speaking to our youths about why being in a gang is a bad choice. You don't have to dry snitch or snitch. It led me to prison. Hey, I was in a gang, it led me to prison. You don't want to go to prison. Hey, I had a homeboy that was close to me. I had a brother that was close to me. That's what you tell these youths. Tell them that. If you don't want to know what else to tell them, or talk to your children. Because a lot of y'all have children that y'all done missed out on. They grown. They don't know you, don't have no relationship with you. You don't know how to build no relationship with them. Start rebuilding relationships and bonds that you broke. Especially with your children that you disappointed. And ain't no telling what type of transitions they had to make in their life. And then they end up in prison following you. Break that cycle. Stop being ashamed. Oh, my daddy wasn't here. Okay, neither was mine. Big fucking deal. Fuck that got to do with prostitute in China? Nothing. What are you doing? He living his life. What are you doing? Sitting up here being mad. Madea said the best. You mad about your daddy? He living his life. He don't give a fuck about that. You got you here. Madea said it best. I'm telling you. That's the truth. When do you decide to stand up and take ownership and responsibility for anything? The people that you've hurt, especially your children. You've hurt yourself. You got to take full ownership and responsibility for yourself before you decide to go out here and have a grudge with somebody that you probably ain't get along with in high school, or because well I'm a blood and he a Crip. I don't like him. You see how stupid that shit sound? That sounds stupid as fuck. That's the stupidest shit I done never heard in my damn life. Foolery and fuckery at its best. Why you worried about that nigga over there? Worry about your kids and the shit that you missed. Instead of worrying about, dang, well, I ain't got no money. Baby mama want money. This, that, and the other. Get a relationship with your kids. Y'all relationship is dead and done. Rebuild with your kids. Give them a better example. Focus on them. If you have children. And how you get on your feet to be successful, of course, you need an ID. You need a birth certificate, social security card. If you did graduate from school, you gonna need your high school diploma and transcripts. If you didn't, that's okay. Go back and get your GED. They have classes for that. For free. Free classes so you could get your GED. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. And forgive yourself and make amends with yourself. Before you decide to go back out there into those old habits. Unless you just one of them, that's just who you are, and that's the way that you go. That's perfectly fine too. But just know, prison is gonna be your sentence. Death is what you got coming for you. That's just apples and oranges. Two places that you don't want to be: in prison or in the ground, pushing up daisies. Why would you put yourself through a sentence like that? Why do you feel that you're deserving of a sentence like that? Whether you male or female. Why was that man so important to follow? And he didn't lead you nowhere but to devastation and in prison. Why you taking that charge for that person? That ain't your biz, so he could still get out here and live. So your ass can be sitting up here locked up in a damn cage like an animal. Why do you feel that that's a proper sentence for you? That's not loyalty. What kind of loyalty is that? In order for me to be loyal to you, I gotta go do all this? That don't even sound like loyalty. That don't sound like loyalty to me. Matter of fact, what is loyalty? Because if you don't know what loyalty is, you just give it to the wrong person and say, hey, we go do this shit. And yeah, though I did it, guess what? You go take charge. Or if we go down, we all go down together. That don't sound like some shit that I really want to be a part of. It's not for the greater good of you, and it ain't for the greater good of humanity. When you block your blessings consecutively because somebody else told you this was brotherhood, that ain't brotherhood. That's not even a friendship. That's called a death sentence. Why would I want to make a death bond with somebody? That don't make no sense. Buy freedom over a death bond? But hey, we all make mistakes. We definitely all make mistakes in life. But we don't have to continue to repeat those lessons. And some of us know what the problem is. We just not willing to, we just accept it. Oh, this is just my life. I ain't shit. Okay. I'm sorry that you feel that way about yourself. You need to start thinking highly of yourself. Why do you feel like you have to go through that? What happened and occurred to you in your life to make you feel or make you just want to continue to go down a path that's not taking you nowhere? I'm sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this video. And for those of you who's been in prison, in and out of prison, see yourself, you doing shit that's about to drive your ass to prison, I do definitely hope this message reaches you. I really do. And just listen to the things that I said. Why do you feel that you are deserving of such a sentence? Why would you allow somebody to manipulate you to make you feel that you are even deserving of that type of behavior? Why would I want to belong to any clique, any crew? Why would I want to follow, especially when it comes down when my father was in prison? He was, doing activities or affiliated. Why would I want to follow a person who was never even there in my life, who was absent? This is the only thing that I know of him. Why would I want to follow that? He already did it for you, dumbass. The message should be, don't follow me. Don't y'all remember what Jesus told his mother? Don't follow me. I'm no longer a part of this world. Don't follow me. Don't that sound familiar? Anyway, I hope this message reaches someone who's just been struggling, just dealing with the struggle of this. This has been a part of their life, and they don't even know the beginning steps to take. Self-ownership. Forgive yourself. Stop letting people lead you into some shit that don't serve you. Period. And I send all of you so much peace, love, and light. And just know that you are important and you are great. And you are greater than that. You are greater than what you deem yourself worthy to be. But if you feel that that's all you're worthy to do, you're going to keep on repeating that habit. And it's going to be passed down to your kids, your grandkids, and it's going to keep on happening. Sometimes you need to stand up. Maybe you're the cycle that you need to break. Once again, my name is Nehemiah Tao, and this is Honesty's House of Tarot, and I'm sending everyone so much peace, love, and light at this time, and may all your days be phenomenal and blessed. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.